Swing doesn't go, but he gets the 1 instead, and he's got both side pockets filled.
But the 2 is going to get very, very ugly. We're going to see a push shot. Six ball comes up and kisses the cue ball well out of position. And the 2 ball ducks behind a wall.
You know, I wonder if Bustamante might fancy tempting Chang into a jump shot again. I mean, obviously not from there, but if he did, he'd be pushing up to a little bit closer to that black. Because he might have looked at that jump shot of Chang's and thought, that's not a strength. Maybe I can exploit that.
He might have.
Push out cold.
Well, you saw where he's going to push to, right where he had his stick then.
Yes,
He has issued a challenge. He wants to see how much control of the cue ball this man has at the end of a match. There are safeties available. Ideally, he'd be able to tuck the cue ball up behind the pink 4.
He doesn't have to take this shot, remember. He can throw it back to Bustamante.
Well, do you really want to give Bustamante a shot back that he planned? He is. That's what he's going to do. He's putting Francisco back in. He may wind up ruining that decision.
Now, what did the old maestro have up his sleeve? Because that is the strategy with the push out, that you give yourself something that your opponent doesn't see.
With his cue stick down there, it would appear he wants to send the 2 ball up on that side of the table and hold the cue ball to the left-hand side. No, he was going to see where he wanted to duck to. He wanted to put that cue ball behind the 7. You can see him shrugging and pointing to where it was supposed to be.
Well, with both players needing 2 racks for victory, is this the moment that Francisco Bustamante will look back on and say, this was really the big mistake, never mind the 9. He's given Chang a shot.
It's a long shot, but Chang has been very friendly with long shots today. And if that goes down, the 3 ball waits patiently by a corner pocket. The rest of the rack is almost a no-brainer.
And then you can break for the match. And I'm sure all that is going through his mind right now. What he's got to do is just put his mind into reverse. Nothing he can do. Chang's just got to put everything into reverse and just concentrate on this shot.
There are key balls in every rack. This 2 ball may be the key ball for the match.
And he's got it. And really the only question is, can he get position on the 4 now?
Well, if it weren't for the 9 ball, that'd be an easy task, but he's going to be cueing right over that 9. And remember, if he touches that 9 with his stick or his hand, he'll bring Bustamante to the table with ball in hand. And Nigel Reese, our referee in this match, has a lot of experience calling these shots. He stayed clear. And look at this. There's the steal.
Yeah, he's made 2 tough shots there. Now he's got to make another one, though. But he doesn't seem to mind these intermediate and long-range shots, does he?
No, and this was the easiest shot he's faced so far. Not one I would want to take on in this particular situation. I think the pressure would make that pocket awfully small. Well, he rimmed that in off of the rail. And that wasn't in the plan. But if it works, it works.
Yes. 1 Filipino Galactico already gone home, Efren Reyes. Another one getting horribly close to elimination here now.
You know, Bustamante's wondering why he made that choice. There were other choices available to him that were easier. He was trying to put the slam dunk on. He was trying to put this man in jail. And that plan just did not come together at all. Sometimes you just try to do too much.
And 2 balls for the hill now for Chang.
Yeah, but he's made his life a little hard, too. He's on the wrong side of this 8 ball. The cue ball is going to be moving away from the 9 ball after the shot rather than toward it. So he's going to have to cover, 12 or 13 feet of felt and come to rest accurately.
Right, now what's he going to do? Well, he'll take that.
He'll take it, but this definitely not a gimme. Now remember, this is one of those shots where he's looking away from the pocket when he's stroking. He's going to be looking away from the pocket that he's trying to send the ball into.
And we've seen a couple of these missed over the course of this week.
More than a couple.
Yes.
Particularly late in the match, and we are really late in this match.
Sweaty palm time.
He's made it.
He's kept his nerve, and he's on the hill. And he will break to knock out the great Francisco Bustamante.
Some very tough shots in this rack. Handled well. I am very impressed with the composure of this fella up against one of the giants of the game. And he acts like he's just playing down at the corner room.
Well, 1 rack to go. All he's got to do is keep his nerves in check, and there's nothing he can do now except just sit there and hope that he will get a chance back at the table.
Which table will we see on this break? The friendly table that opens up nicely, or the dragon in its lair that provides traps everywhere?
And how often do we see, Jerry, somebody gets to the hill and they think to themselves, nearly there now, and something weird happens off the next break? How often does that happen?
We've seen scratches on the break in the last rack more times than in any other point in the match.
It's like they just put that little bit more into it. Just get knocked out of their rhythm slightly. Let's see if this guy just tightens up, tenses up.
It's an old saying in the 9-ball pool. The toughest games to win are the first one and the last one. This would be this gentleman's last one. And this gentleman's last one.
What's he got? Watch for that pink 4. That's the wing ball.